Today I want to get 7 beacons. But first we need to leverage the villager trades that I set up last episode so that I can get some really good enchantments on all of my diamond armor, or some new diamond armor with good enchants on it, and then a really good sword with looting, because you need that to get the Wither Skulls. We're going to set up an armor stand right over here in the corner so that we can kind of track our progress as we go. I need to grab all of my emeralds and some books so I can make these trades. I also need to go ahead and get some other things to trade with, some of my smith villagers, some of my tool villagers, some of my farmer villagers, so that I can get more emeralds, because I'm going to need a lot more emeralds to get all these enchantment books that I want. Here's Ben, the armorsmith, and his friend, who still doesn't have a name, but should be able to trade me a diamond sword, which is going to be great. Let's try it out a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and trade with Ben as well for some fresh diamond armor. That way the stuff that I have back over at the pole tent has been damaged, and this way I can get it. It'll be clean, it'll be fresh. I'll grind the enchantments off of it, and we can enchant it from there. I want to go ahead and trade for a pick as well, not to be a silk touch or a fortune pick, just a good work pick, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. I'm going to have to break some netherite as well as another brick, whatever the fortress or the stronghold is made out of. I'm sure I'll have to break some of that, so it'll just be worthwhile to have kind of like a more disposable pick in my inventory. That way if I accidentally throw it in the lava or if it gets broken, not really a huge loss. Just grinding off all the enchantments, making sure that all these items are ready for fresh enchantments when we get up to the library. Let's head on back to the library and start getting the enchantment books and see how far we can get with the emeralds that we already have. Throw this armor up on the armor stand so we can keep track of it, and so it's not clogging up my inventory. Oh, one more thing. We're definitely going to need an anvil for this to put the enchantments onto the gear. Can't forget that. When I laid out all of these villagers, I just kind of roughly counted. I looked at the wiki to see which enchantments I wanted, because I knew I didn't want like crossbow enchantments, I didn't want trident enchantments, I didn't want the mace enchantments. You know, I just wanted to focus on the core tools and the armor, right? You want protection 4 on everything, for instance. You want feather falling, you want respiration, you want efficiency, you know, Riptide, maybe not so much. So I put a lot of work into getting these guys in here, getting them set up, getting the trade set up, and the only thing that I think I'm missing at this point is power for a bow, which I'm gonna want on a bow before I fight the Wither 7 times, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe when we get back from collecting the Wither Skulls, we'll have enough levels to go ahead and enchant a bow with power. I tried to bring some wheat down to trade with my wheat villager, but I actually figured out that something happened to him. Somehow, I guess maybe a zombie got up on the stairs behind him and was able to like glitch through the corner of the block and take him out or something. Weird stuff. So I had to resort to good old pumpkin and melon harvesting for trades. And if you didn't know, if you get a good efficiency 5 diamond or netherite axe with silk touch on it, it will just kind of insta mine both melons and pumpkins, and it doesn't break the melons. You get the whole melon block, which can be, I think, more efficient. Although maybe if you had fortune on an axe, it might give you more, but I think this is going to be my last more cinematic episode like this. I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy making all the shots. I enjoy doing all the cuts. I enjoy doing the voiceover. I enjoy, messing with all the little nuance, and I've learned so much about it. And I'm certainly not professional level at this kind of content at all. Nowhere close. And I know I still have so much to learn, but it really just is very time consuming. And I've got other projects kind of on the horizon that I also want to do. Some community where I get to maybe play like some minigame type style things with community members, subscribers, and then hopefully, joining an SMP pretty soon. So I don't have the time to really devote to this level of editing and content, and I don't want to shortchange it, right? I'm either going to do it all or I'm not going to. Well, I'm either going to go all in on it and do the best that I can with it, or I'm going to just find a different style that I can go all in on. So future episodes are probably going to look more like the classic Let's Play first person point of view, with still some cinematic shots in every once in a while. I'm not gonna let the skills totally decay, but yeah, I need to refocus my energy and time. And this is the moment that I figured it out. I was looking at my sword, and I had mending, and I had unbreaking, and I had sharpness 5. And even though I got the trades for fire aspect and knockback, I didn't have those. And then I had fortune. And you immediately see the problem. You don't put fortune on a sword, you put looting on a sword. And it was at this point that I realized my mistake. So the obvious solution to this problem is to just get another villager in here, right? Lay down all those tracks, all the powered rails, and just push a minecart down there, have the villager come all the way up, then get him into a stall, yada yada yada, like I did last time, right? Just over and over again. Or I have a happy guest, and I've been wanting so badly to use the happy ghast to move some villagers around. I've talked about it with a couple of friends. I've kind of thought about how I could work it into an episode, maybe some things that I could do with it, what could I do with it, and so, sometimes life just gives you the exact opportunity that you want, that you need. And when that happens, I say just take advantage of it. This is such a more fun and satisfying way of moving villagers around. I've done boats, like where you've got to pilot it. I've done boats with a lead, where you've got to pull it and you've got to like pillar yourself up to get them to come up, you know, block height and stuff. I've done rails, obviously. I've done rails. I've done the where you move like their workstation or their bed, so you've got to kind of like try to get them to follow it and go somewhere where you want to go. None of those are as enjoyable or as fun as basically airlifting villagers in with a Happy Ghast. I know, the Happy Ghast does not move that fast. He's a slow goer, but you know, if you just got a short distance, it doesn't really matter, does it? Now for the excruciatingly painful montage of me breaking a lectern and replacing it over and over and over. And if you've never done this before, it's a... what's the word? It's certainly a very humbling experience, especially if you like to watch content creators like the hermits, the ones that do this kind of stuff a lot, and they spend time trying to get every single enchantment for the best price. I'm just going for looting 3 here. That's all I want. I want looting 3. I don't care what the price is. I can get more emeralds, that's fine. Doesn't need to be the most efficient trade possible. I just need looting 3 for my sword. And I don't really want to get like looting 2 and combine them. It's not the worst idea, but I also want to put it on a spear in the future, and maybe multiple spears. And so it's just going to be more efficient level-wise to just get the looting 3 book. And we're only about halfway there at this point. And this, I think, is at 5 times speed. I literally spent an hour and a half doing this right here. Just break. It took a long time to just get looting 3. I think I saw every other trade at least 4 times. I know for sure I saw Smite 5 at least 6 or 7 times. It was just crazy. But it also showed me something. I actually have Feather Falling 3 on one of my other enchanter or librarians, but Feather Falling 3 is not the maximum level. Feather Falling 4 is the maximum level, so I'm gonna have to swap that guy out. Now I could have just went with a power trade here and brought over another villager and gotten myself even more set up for the Wither fight in the end, but ultimately I need both, but I need fortune now. Or not fortune. See, I just did it. I need looting now. I don't need power 5 until when I get back with the Wither Skulls. Alright, well, that's about enough of that.